Hi, I'm Robert Roggasch, and I'm here at Akaku, and I want to thank all the staff for Akaku, because they're such wonderful people here, because the freedom of speech is more important than anything else. And thank God, or thank Akua, that I have this right here, because otherwise, where would I be? Nobody wants to hear me, but thank you, Akaku, for hearing me. So I'm here to talk about the heinous act that was done by the United States military. The military is doing a lot of heinous acts all around the world. There's people marching all around. Don't go to war. Get rid of the clones, But we are the most evil group of people in the world, Americans. Maybe I should say corporate America. Because I don't want to think that some people think that, oh, well, I'm an American and I'm not evil. Well, we could discuss that later. But right now, the corporate entity is evil. And the corporate entity owes this much money or give back the palace because they had never had any land. The United States has stolen everything here. Or United Church of Christ. That church Obama went to? Well, that's who did it. They're the only reason that the place was overthrown. It's evil when you overthrew a Jewish state. And the real thing I have a hard time is that they're a tribe of Joseph. They're a Jew. But after World War II, in 1946, they said, oh, we're going to give back Israel. Oh, they got 5,000 years. Oh, we'll put them back there. Well, Hawaii's only been occupied for 130 years. Truly occupied. And no American's going to give that back, huh? Because it's anti-Semitic. I think every American is anti-Semitic. If you have to be, because otherwise you would never allow this to take place. You would never allow the genocide of the Kanakamoles. You would never allow yourself to buy a piece of property that you don't have. Actually, the realtors are telling you, oh, that's all right. It doesn't make any difference. They can't get it. We got the guns. So we'll wait. They're not going to get it because they don't have the guns. Well, the sacred trust has nothing to do with guns. The sacred trust is what we do to correct the wrong that was done. That's what the sacred trust is. And it's hard to have a sacred trust when you're just screwing over everybody, And it doesn't make any difference who they are. Kuwait, Iraq, it's all the same thing. Ever since McKinley came in and said, oh, this is a territory, McKinley wasn't right. It was a nation. But he was anti-Semitic. And I would say that everybody here, I know that Lingo Lango's anti, and I know that, I call him a thug. Who's that thug? Amagabe? Who is it? He's a governor? He's a thug. He isn't worth the little bones that he carries around. Because he is evil to the core, or heinous. I'll use heinous because people say, well, but heinous means evil, right? But, oh man, we can't say evil. I mean, we're just doing it for the sake of, what are we doing? We're doing it for the sake of manifesting destiny. No, we stole this and McKinley did this so we could have the Spanish-American War. That's how evil it is. And January 16th, when the United States military came in here, that was the most evil day that America's ever done. Whew. I see that flag up there. It's just like the most evil thing that's going. What good is it? You got a guy who was born in Hawaii in 1961. The United Nations in 1960 said it wasn't a state because of the sacred trust of the treaties that they signed. Oh, these are all treaties. But no, we had to have a black guy in there to make it good. Okra had to have her property. That's what it is. And when you drive up that street, well, you can't drive up there, can you? But that was the Kaianui's property. And I watched it. I was there. I was there when Charlie Maxwell was standing up there. Wouldn't let the family up there. But backhoe digging. You don't dig a backhoe as a person pre-contact. But he did. Bring the backhoe in here. Oh, we ripped the arm off. Oh, hey, Evie. Give it. You know why? Because he is the Department of Public Safety. And the Department of Public Safety have one thing to do is get rid of the Leahy. That was the first crime they did. They've been doing crimes ever since. They're doing the crimes to everybody now. To me, to you, to anyone they touch. Because they are the core of evilness in American. They represent the evil. Department of Public Safety. We call them Department of Public Safety. But they're so nice? No. You know, they've been committing genocide since they put that thing on them. And that was about 10 minutes after they overthrew the Queen. And what did they do with them? Oh, well, they round them all up. Put them both. Say, oh, you got leprosy. Take you over there and throw you in the ocean. That's what they did. You know, it's just so... I just can't, every time I think about how these people are driving around these white cars with all this stuff around, what they did. Oh, they did. Oh, I didn't do it. Well, hey, you're working for the people who did. You're working for the people who did, you know. Genocide comes from prejudice. You have to be prejudiced against the people before you can have genocide. The Germans were prejudiced against the Jews. I know we're prejudiced against the Jews. I know we are. All you have to do is look. This is them right here, you know, the tribe of Joseph. They got here 2,000 years ago. And then King Omega III made a feudal state out of it. Got rid of the feudal state and made a representative government. Pretty much the same as the England had. Right on about the same thing. Because basically England had taken them under their hand. Because they were nice people. But once the sugar couldn't be there, then the Americans, oh, we're going to take over the sugar. Man, I tell you, that's the evil force, man. It uses a ton of water for every pound of sugar that they make. That white sugar, you know. It's the white boys making white sugar. You know. And if they want brown, well, we'll just add a little molasses in it, and it'll be brown sugar, huh? No. When you live in Hawaii, you are looking at exactly the same thing that the Germans did to Poland, the same thing that did to all Jews, wipe them out. Some Jews were able to get over here. Well, they have some freedom. But do they have freedom? No, they're stuck in Israel. Hey, you guys have a good day. And when you think, I'm not mad, I'm sad because I'm an American. I'm an American. I don't think anybody out here is an American. They don't live by the Constitution, Article 1, Article 3, Article 6. Don't live by it. Oh, that don't make any difference. Oh, they're just heathens. Hey, a cool bless.